In our latest video, or latest non-positive news video at least, I talked about if the dinosaurs could come back. I talked about genetically modified birds, reverse evolution, and I asked, but could we travel back to their times and bring them back like in Prehistoric Park? Then I said, find out next week, and said everything I usually say during the outro, ended the video, and made you wait another week. Hey, no, put it this way, at least I didn't make you watch a whole week of advertisements. God, that would have been unbearable. First off, it's important to note that we in the scientific community actually know how to build a time machine. First, you will need to pulverize atoms until they collide together to make a plasma bubble. This is what they do in the Large Hadron Collider. Then, squeeze the bubble. Just be wary that it's harder than the surface of the sun, so you should probably use tweezers. This should theoretically make a wormhole. Then enlarge the wormhole and stabilize it by pumping negative energy into it. And I'm not talking about the negative energy between YouTube and Vimeo or Trekkies and Star Wars fans. I'm talking about a theoretical force of nature. Now, how do you get negative energy? Well, it's very difficult and no one knows for sure. But one theory is that you could create a vacuum space with absolutely no molecules, which is really much easier said than done. Current artificial vacuums contain 100 molecules per square centimeter. We would have to do this experiment in intergalactic space, which we already know, or at least, let's just say we think we know, has one molecule every square meter. So intergalactic space is a pretty good source of nothingness. But the space isn't fully empty. It's filled with virtual photons. Place two mirrors externally close to each other, and the negative energy will force the virtual photons out. So that's a good theory on making negative energy, but you don't know how to collect it. And once again, it's still theoretical. But let's assume we somehow did, and we made the wormhole. Now what? Well, with your wormhole, you can go from point A to point B instantly. But if you want to time travel, just accelerate one end of the wormhole to near the speed of light, and wait about 10 years, if you're going with that end of the wormhole. But 10 years for you would be about 500 years for everyone else. So you could go from 2014 to 2514 in an instant once this process is done. Now this all sounds great, right? Well, there's one problem, other than the fact that it might not be possible and everything's all theoretical. Okay, that's two problems. You can go from future to present and present to future, but you can't go into the past. I always remember this one rule of time travel. You can change the future, but you can't change the past. And you can remember the past, and you can read records made in the past, but you cannot do the same with the future. Nature effectively banning you from traveling into the past prevents the grandfather paradox, where you go back in time and kill your grandfather so one of your parents will never exist, and neither will you. So you would have killed him, and you never would have prevented yourself from being born. However, I have to think that you could just be born in a different form, so another example is this one I thought up while writing the script of this video. Let's say you didn't like this video, and instead of giving this video a dislike, you decided to try something even more diabolical. You travel back to when I made this video, and dragged me into the bathroom and locked me in there, then deleted the video file, the script, and all the images and videos I used to make this video, thereby preventing this video from happening. But if this video never existed, you would never have thought about keeping it from existing. Please don't keep it from existing though, there are plenty of other people who want to see this video. But are we ready for time travel? Well, find out next week. Sorry to do this again, but I promise you won't have to watch a whole week of ads this time either. So, at least be grateful for that. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a like, share it with your friends and family, and maybe even consider subscribing for absolutely $0.00. If you didn't like this video, please at least leave it to a dislike and maybe tell us why you didn't like this video in the comment section below. And please don't try to travel back in time, lock me in the bathroom, and delete the video file, because, you'll just frustrate yourself by creating a paradox.